Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you see, we're both out here. It's going to be a very busy day because we are going to be filling up our garden beds. We're going to get that all set up and we're going to take you along with us, right?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. All right, so this is the soil that we ended up getting. We ordered this from Lowe's and it's a mixture of compost and topsoil. So this is probably like the cheapest one that there was. We've seen another gardener who uses this actual same brand, and she's been successful with it in her garden. We're gonna try it out this growing season and see what happens. If it's successful, I'll tag her in the post below, but her garden is beautiful. It's goals actually for us in our garden, but we're gonna get all this all sorted out. Like I said, it's a mixture of topsoil and compost, so we're gonna divide them between all the beds and then go from there. And then when you have like this soil like this, I would still add like nutrients to it, whether it's worm castings or some fertilizer, and just I would still add some nutrients into the soil just to be sure. So let's get this all loaded up and we'll see how it goes. All right, my Brad is loading up all of the soil. I have to come into the beds that we have the irrigation line in. Well, first I'm gonna yank out all these weeds, but I also have to take the irrigation out so we can put soil in, so then I can go back and put the irrigation back in. So yes, it is a lengthy process that's gonna happen, but we know in the end it's gonna pay off. So like this one's gonna be a lot easier. I just need to pull out the weeds and then we can load soil up, because this one was one of the beds that we didn't set up irrigation because we had nothing in it. And then I'm in debate whether I want to, hi butterfly, what I want to do with this bed, because yes, stuff is still growing, but also, you know, it looks a bit of a mess. My zinnias are still growing, so we'll see what I do with that. So we're going to get that done while he loads up all of the soil by the beds. All right, so we're reaching we need a daggone break. So we have, Brad is still dividing out the bags of compost and soil between the beds. Those are done for the most part. I wanted to show you guys that I had every intention of, this was the pepper bed that we had. I let it go. Like when I say let it go, I mean I let it go. Look, it's just leaning. I was gonna try and save these peppers, save these plants, because even though I let them go, they're still trying to flower, they're trying to flourish. However, I don't want to deal with this. They're all over the plants. These little white eggs. I'll have Brad put in the description or in the video somewhere what these actually are. Off the top of my head, I don't know. But I just decided I'm just going to rip out all the peppers in this bed and just start fresh. So that does put me back, set me back a little, because I did already plan to have peppers in this bed, so I have to do some rearranging in my planner, like the little garden layout, but I'd rather start from scratch than try and come in and already be dealing with pests. So that's just an update, but we're coming along. It is hot. At least we have some overcast right now, but that sun and that heat is beaming. So we're gonna call it a day right now. At least we've taking the soil. I picked out the weeds out of majority of the beds. I got those two. This is where I stopped right here. Now I gotta finish these beds up. Look at, but another thing I have to show you guys. So I butchered these tomato plants that I had here. Butchered, you guys. Like you can see, I butchered them to try and like get rid of them and clean out this bed. But these tomatoes are not giving up. They're still producing like new growth, flowers and everything. And one part of me is like, ooh, save them. But I'm like, no, we're going to start fresh with our tomatoes, because we're actually not going to put our tomatoes here. We're going to put them over there. That's for another time. But I just wanted to show you guys that these tomatoes, I want to say these were, for sure I know it was an indeterminate variety of tomato, obviously, because they just keep going. I want to say they were the Sun Golds or I think it's a mixture of sun golds and the yellow and red pear tomatoes. But they're fighting. Too bad I'm going to have to break their hearts and still chop them down. But I just wanted to show you that. But yeah, we're wrapping it up. We're done for today. We'll come back sometime later with the part 2 of the beds being full. And we'll show you how, I don't think Brad ever got around to show you how we put the irrigation inside our beds. So we'll probably do a mixture of showing you how the beds look with the soil to see if we had enough. Setting up our square foot gardening. I'm going to try and put some jute in there to sort of map out everything. And then putting the irrigation back, because I did have to take it out of the beds that we did have it on. So we'll see you guys soon. Can't wait. It's hot out here. All right, so we got majority of our beds are all filled up. I still have all the bags. I need to come pick them up, but I got 3 here. This one I left alone. I don't have the heart to rip out my dahlias, my zinnias yet. They're still growing. And funny that I have some zinnias growing in our mulch. Which is funny. So I just left this bed alone. And then I have, let's see, 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brad is finishing that one. And we have our tomato plant that I butchered. So majority of the beds are filled. Now I have to come around and put in our irrigation back in the beds that had irrigation. And then I have to actually do the irrigation in some beds that didn't have anything. So I'll show you that in another video. And then I'm debating if I want to put the irrigation first and then do the square foot gardening, like the jute. I don't know yet, so we'll see. But that's it. That is a wrap for today. It is blazing hot out here. Brad is over there taking his break because, like I said, it is hot out here. But we're getting there, y'all. We are getting there. All right, guys. That is a wrap for this video. We'll come back in the next video and show you the irrigation and the square foot gardening map, whatever you want to call it. But we are done for today. It is hot, but we got a lot done. And we're super excited. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow along with us in our garden journey if you haven't already. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.